right, guys, thanks for joining us on the front nine out here at Winthrop Gold. Now let's turn to the back nine, see what that offers. Thanks for joining. All right, that brings us to hole 10. I'm going to be electing to use 2 shots. I'm going to use a layup pig to go left and lay up for the 3, or I'm going to throw the aggressive shot and go for the pin and try and get the eagle. So I'll show you guys both shots. First, I'm going to start off with the pig. There's the layup safe shot. Now I'm going to go for it with the... So I'm going to throw Halo Destroyer. My goal is to throw it over top of the green bush down there in the fairway. Come over and skip back left. And as you can see, it's the pink basket. And this is the aggressive shot on this par 4. So looks like I'm up there. I got through a good shot. I got about 20 feet for eagle. That is the aggressive shot. There's no wind, but that's what I'll be doing. I'm gonna throw another go for it aggressive shot because that's fun and it's something where I will probably do this in the tournament. You'll probably see me at least one round. Take the aggressive shot. That was awesome. I hit the bricks. So now on the par 4, I laid up with this shot. I'm going to show you what the layup looks like. This is the distance I'm going to be. I'm shooting it to see how far I got. So I got 300, so I'm going to go pig, and then I'm probably going to throw another pig to get up there for the putt for birdie. So I'm going to try another pig here. I'm going to throw an overstable one. We got a little bit of a right to left wind here, so I'm going to have to throw a little bit out wide and let the wind kind of drift it back. You can see where the flags are, and the OB's not up, but the flags are up, so it's a good gauge for me. So now I'm going to throw another pig and just try and get up there and try and get my consistent 3. This play is for the wind. If it's really windy, you know, if there's certain scenarios where I can't go for it, that's why I'm practicing this. That's a good solid shot. I'm gonna throw another shot with this pig that I threw off the tee. That's probably 20 feet right, pretty high percentage birdie. I'll throw this another shot with the pig. Same thing, just about 20 feet deep. Really happy with both shots. So my first go for it shot is right here. I threw the Halo Destroyer, landed on the green, and I got a nice, pretty high percentage putt for the eagle 2. Heck yeah, that's how you eagle this hole. All right, now this is where my layup landed, so I'm putting for birdie on this par 4. This is the consistent, safe play if there's wind in certain scenarios where I'm not gonna go for it. So I'm gonna take a couple putts from here and try and get the 3. That's how you 3-hole 10 out here in Winthrop. All right, for hole 11, I like to throw a pig. I like to just lay up short of the OB and then take the aggressive shot on the second shot. So I'm just trying to play like 20 feet short of the OB and then throw a roller into the basket. That brings us to the second shot. I've got a little bit of a side slope here. I've got also a little bit of a left to right wind. That's pretty normal on this hole. The basket slopes, the hill slopes from right to left. So I'm gonna be throwing a roller into the hill and trying to kill it into the side of the hill and try and play for an inside the circle putt. But I'm gonna throw on the OB line left and let a quick flip roller turn right and die into the hill. So see what I can do. I'm throwing a roadrunner and a Valkyrie for my 2 roller shots. Hard. So that one will be left, right. I'm going to make the adjustment to go a little wider this time. it should be inside the circle or so, somewhere around there. My second layup is right here. I want to throw it about 20 or 30 short. I was a lot closer than I wanted to, but this gets me as close as possible to the basket without being OB. All right, so my roller went a lot further than I thought. I'm about 80 feet, 70 feet or so deep. So I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind when playing this hole in the tournament, but I'm gonna take a couple putts from here just in case. Oh, God. That's how fast these greens are at Winthrop. Look at that. Pretty much made the putt and still rolled. All right, we gotta make at least one. There we go. Oh. Maybe not. Let's not throw the roller there. Let's throw a little closer. Now hole 12, this hole is a par 5, eagleable par 5. This hole can be attacked. You gotta throw a good drive. You'll see me challenging this tree on the right-hand side of the fairway, hold hyzer right in front of it, and landing in the shade spot of that tree, and then throwing a Firebird or pig into the basket. Let's see how I can attack it. All right, I'm gonna throw two halo destroyers on this hole. Like I said, I'm trying to throw a flat shot at that tree, let a hyzer and skip just over that downslope, and there's a short tee, I think, or a drop zone down there that I'm gonna try and land on. So let's get it. I have the tree to hyzer right in front of it, like I said, and that is absolutely perfect, right where I'm trying to land. Yeah, skip over the hill. I should be on top of the tee pad. Let's see if I'm right. Let's throw one more, try and throw a similar shot. That was a little low, but it's gonna skip. They always skip up there, so it's gonna skip left. Yeah. That's actually perfect. I cut off as much as I could to the right, and I'll be able to throw a pig into the basket on this par 5. So I'm super pumped about that. All right, here's my second drive. It didn't quite get over this hill right here, so I landed here. And I'm probably gonna have about 330. I'm gonna use the rangefinder and see. 360. This second shot always plays a little shorter than it looks, and it's a fast green up there. It slopes to the right, so if you hit with this hyzer, it's gonna skip and roll. A lot of times OB, so I'm really cautious about that. That's why I'm throwing a hard pig. It doesn't have too much glide. I can control the distance and control the angle coming into this fast green. Might be a little short, honestly. Oh wow, way short. All right, I'm gonna throw Firebird. That was too much wind for the pig. Misgauged it, so I'm gonna throw the Firebird now. That's better. I saw it do some rolling up there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but pretty funny. From the tee pad, I thought I was on the drop zone. I'm not far off, so 500 feet away, I'm pretty good at telling where my disc is gonna go. So I'm gonna throw from here, I'm gonna throw a max. I'm gonna try and favor a little left so I don't hit that side slope that you'll see in a second when we get up to the basket. So try to throw it high and a little bit left of the basket to not hit that side slope. Hold it a little right, but it should be all right. That's gonna be wide. The shot can be tricky. We'll see if it's wide when we get up there. This variable on this hole is the second shot. As you can see, it's pretty windy right now. This grass right here, you can see, is really thick, so you don't get a skip like you think you do. But then if you air it to the green with a little bit too much hyzer, it will be really fast with this big slope, and it's really skippy. So second shot's really tough, and I'm really just trying to dial in the distance. All right, most of my shots went OB, so I'm gonna make the adjustment. I'm gonna go back and practice, but for now I'm gonna practice some putts from this spot, which is where I seem to land a lot of times. We got a pretty good headwind, so I'm gonna try and practice my spin putt for this scenario. That's hole 12 out here at Winthrop. All right, that brings us to hole 13. This is also a par 5. It can potentially be reachable depending on the wind and depending on the scenario. I'm gonna practice the layup, the 4, and I'm also gonna practice the go for it 3. So I'm gonna try both shots and see what I can do. So for this hole, I'm going to be using my Halo Destroyers a lot. These are my go-to discs this week. I'm going to be throwing along the path and hyzer in left, getting into the landing zone, potentially getting me a look for 3 or 4.
Yeah, a little bit.
So this spot leaves me in a spot where I have to lay up and go for a play for a potential 4. Unlike the second one, you'll see I bite off a lot and I'm gonna have a shot for a 3. So I'm just gonna throw a shot. I'm gonna try and land around this green bush, give myself a chance at 4. Something just like that. That might be a little short. Try one more, just to make sure. There you go, that's better. So that's in a spot where I can pretty much get an easy 4 from there and walk away from this hole. I'm licking my chops with this drive. I have a potential shot for a 3. I'm gonna play the wind. We got a right to left wind, which is perfect. I am going to try and hit the cement and skip over the curb and try and get inside the circle, give myself a look. Like I said, this tree can come into play if you don't throw it far enough. Luckily, I'm far enough away. Throw it high and let the wind take it left. I'm in green. That should be money. Just skip off the cement, maybe. Yep. Like I thought. A little short. I could have been off a little more, but I got about a 40-footer, 50-footer. All right, this brings us to the second landing zone. Shooting 3, trying to get up and down for a birdie 4. We got a little bit of a right to left wind here, so I'm gonna throw the sidearm and play it into the wind instead of throwing a backhand and letting the wind take it. So I'm gonna use the wind to my advantage here. I'm gonna throw a pig sidearm and just try and get it close and have a no sweat birdie. The wind's pushing a little bit, so I'm gonna throw it just about 10 feet left of the basket, and the pig's naturally gonna fade, and the wind's gonna push it a little bit more left than normal. Wind didn't push it as much as I thought, but I'm up there. Try one more. A little short. Power it a little bit more on the second shot. That's better. Yep. There we go. Let's hit some putts. Now for the aggressive shot, this is my second shot, putting for birdie into a slight headwind. So it's gonna be a little more challenging than I figured, but I might have to spin putt it. Let's see if I can make an eagle. This brings us to the third shot, putting for birdie. After the layup, this is my birdie play. We got a little bit of a headwind. A lot of times you are going to favor left of the basket to get away from that road. So take a couple putts from here. Half percentage birdie from here. That's why I like that play. Pretty consistently, I can birdie this hole. Unless it spits out like that. Or miss it. So, that's how you play hole 13. Thanks a lot for watching. Hole 14, this hole is a tricky downhill par 3, usually pretty windy, fast green up there. So there's a lot of variables I'm thinking about. This hole right now we're playing with looks like a little tail, maybe right to left, so it's carrying a little bit farther left. We've got a downslope to the OB. And this year they put up some hay bales, which is gonna prevent me from throwing an actual sidearm, and I'm gonna go with the rock. 2 rocks is what you're gonna see me throw. And I'm gonna throw the rock just to avoid the hay bales, because if you hit that, you automatically OB. I'm just trying to play safe, get up there on the green somewhere inside 20, 30, 35 feet, and I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and throw some shots. That one is pretty safe. It's an easy 3 from there, but I'm gonna make the adjustment on this one and try and be a little more aggressive and get on the left side of that path is my goal. Really gotta commit to the shot, especially with this wind and stuff. That looks really good. I'm happy with that. Nice early money. Hit the path, slid right to it. That looks really good. Happy with my rock shots on this hole. Getting them dialed for the weekend. Brings us down to the green through my rock shot. Really solid. Pretty much a gimme putt. All my work was done on the tee pad. I took the aggressive route and really tried to park it, and it paid off. But as you can see, it's really fast green. I like the mid-range so that it can sit and doesn't skip too much. Oh, 14. Just to hole 15, this hole is a tricky triple mando. You gotta hit the gap and finish a little bit left. I'm going with the flex Firebird just to focus on hitting this gap. It can be really nerve-wracking. It's all about confidence, walking up to this shot and knowing to hit the angle. So we'll throw a Firebird, go on the left side with Annie and try and flex it through the gap. Down to the landing zone. So I hit the main gap and started going way left, which I'm real happy with that. Should leave me with the pig into the basket. Let's see if I can get some muscle memory going and hit it again. A little low, but it's nice skip. That was a little low, but I might be able to salvage an angle from there. So I'm going to play my first one first. This is the one that was a little bit low. Didn't quite get enough distance to hit the main landing zone, but I have an angle in, and I can salvage it most definitely. So I'm going to try a shot from here and see if I can get up there inside the circle and salvage a putt. A little bit hot, but I'm probably inside 20. This is the better of the two drives. This one landed and skipped a lot left into the gap. That's the beauty of landing next to these trees, is you're by them and you can straddle around them very easily as opposed to being 50, 60 feet behind them. So I'm gonna throw a pig. Pretty easy to straddle around here. And the main variables is a tree about 20 to 25 short left. I'm trying to get just in front right of that and skip in towards the basket. Try and really park it. There's that tree I was aiming at, and I'm going to skip forward. Yeah, perfect. Skip straight, I'm parked. Easy birdie. So bring it to the basket. I pretty much parked it. So gimme birdie. So I'm going to go Firebird and then pig and hopefully a tap in on 15. Hole 16 is a power sidearm. We got OB left, and we got those wooden stakes or whatever you want to call them left of the basket kind of blocking you. So preferably you want to be right, but I'm just trying to get somewhere inside the circle. Throw it left of this tree pretty high over the OB and trust my disc and my sidearm to come back right. That looks pretty solid. If it skips, it's going to be money. Okay, it looks like I trickled just barely safe. So I'm going to make the adjustment, throw this one a little bit higher so that way I can have time to come back left. Do that last one a little bit low. Oh, that's too high. That's just an easy 3, but I'm really trying to birdie this hole. I'm going to try one more. That's better. That should be pretty much parked. Yep, probably about circle's edge, a little bit left. Like I said, my first one, I noticed it just barely come in safe. I'm going to be able to play from OB because if you throw it OB, you play from it, and that's the rule for this hole. And as you can see, I'm kind of blocked by the wooden stakes. That's why it pays off to be a little right on this hole. So I'm going to try and throttle out and make a couple putts. Just missed it. Missed the wooden post. It was good. Posts aren't in my way. Well, my brother just said it was super easy, so he's gonna do it. So this is Wysocki Bomb Jr. See what he can do. Oh, super easy. Let's try another one. Here you go. Super easy, Mr. Wysocki Bomb. I guess that's what normal people do, or what? Yep. Now to the iconic hole 17. This hole is a pig hole if I've ever seen it. We got 2 basket locations. I'm really trying to throw 30 to 40 feet right of that left pin and taking my putt over. I'm really not trying to park it. I'm trying to throw it left, or throw it right in the basket and putt over. This hole can be a make or break for not just your round, but for the tournament as well. So I'm trying to throw it to the right, the fat side of the green, and putt over. And I'm fine with the 3 on this hole most of the time, especially with this headwind like this. I'm gonna throw an overstable pig, throw a little flex right between the baskets, and start it left, and start it between the baskets and favor back right. So there it goes. Go back right. A little deep, almost went OB deep, but I'm happy with that one. This one I'm gonna throw a little higher and a little bit more, right, so I can hit that pocket a little bit better. There we go. That's more what I'm looking for. Way right. Get in. Oh, I almost aced that one just laying up for the left basket. But yeah, as you can see, I'm 40 feet right of the left pin, and I'm pretty much parked on the right pin. So that's my game plan on this hole. Looks like I did push the OB line deep like I thought. I am still safe, so I'm gonna take a couple putts to each pin and see how this putt reacts with this kind of wind. There's one. Now we'll go to the short pin. That's how you do it. Birdie on both pins. All right, now for the last hole, signature hole 18. This is a great finishing hole. I'm gonna be throwing a power sidearm up over this first bush that you see. I'm just trying to go over the left edge of it with a little bit of anhyzer, turn it, glide through the fairway, and finish it to the right-hand side, giving me a good shot for a pig into the bucket. Pretty much what I'm looking for. It's a little right, so hit the hill. Yep, I like that. Don't roll too much. Rolled a little bit, but stop. I'm gonna throw one more. A similar shot. I'm not trying to throw too far on this one because you can get out of control. I'm really just trying to ride that left edge of that woods and hyzer back. So try one more, get a little more distance on this one. Ooh, don't hit that. All right, it's out a little bit wide. Let's try one more. Really want to dial this drive in. That's better. That's mine right there. Over the hill, should have a 250 approach with the pig. Guys, if you haven't noticed, I'm really trying to put myself in position on each hole to be having a pig into the basket. If I have a backhand or a sidearm pig into the bucket, I like my chances for birdie. So that's what I'm gonna be doing out here at Winthrop, trying to throw good drives, get myself a chance to throw a pig into the basket, give me a lot of birdies this week. So thanks for joining. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, enjoy the insight, and I'll keep it coming. Now I'm on to the approach. This approach can get tricky. You almost always have a side slope lie, which wants to make you push it a little left. So you gotta make sure you're adjusting for that in my pre-shot and my shot routine. So I'm gonna be throwing a Firebird. I'm gonna be throwing at that yellow end of a tent and fading back left and trying to skip. I'm just throwing a soft, maybe 50% Firebird at that yellow tent, knowing that this angle of the slope's gonna push me left and my Firebird's gonna come back left naturally. So see if I can do it. That looks good. I'm really happy with that one. Yeah, that hug the left-hand side skip. I should be parked. I'm gonna throw another one just to make sure. They're clapping, so it looks like it's gotta be good. Go. I'll throw another shot. Should be in a similar spot, about 20 feet. Let's putt. Now let's make some putts. Guys, this is a very common spot to land, about 20 feet to the right of the basket with a downhill death putt. This can get really tough conditions. So I'm really gonna practice from this spot and dial in this basket. So I'm really just feeling the wind, feeling how my release is onto this high elevated basket. So that way, once I get this situation in the tournament, I know exactly how to putt it. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on the back nine coverage. Hopefully you enjoyed my insight. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you again next time.